Hey y'all, Vaughntwins here. I'm Keyana.
And I'm Kenya.
Guys.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So the last video that we put up on our channel was us expressing that we were going to start the CKLS Cleanse. And we reported to you guys and we were going to let you know how our results are or were as a result of doing the cleanse. So this is that video that you guys have been waiting for. So we're going to talk about everything from when we started the cleanse to how our experience was during the cleanse, what our bowel movements looked like, if we had them, and then what were the benefits as a result of doing the cleanse. So let's get right on into this video.
Alright, so of course you guys know, all of you guys that have been following us along this journey of taking the cleanse, is you mix olive oil with lemon. Fresh lemons, organic lemons, right? So what Kenya and I both found is that the cleanse is much easier to digest when you actually mix the lemons with the olive oil. The reason that I say that is because depending on which instructions you all get, sometimes it won't necessarily say to mix the two. And so I started drinking the olive oil by itself and I was, oh, wait, Jesus, no, no, that was not the way to go.
Yeah.
And so ended up finding a different set of instructions, mixed both the olive oil with the lemons, and it was much easier to digest. Still nasty, but much easier to digest.
Our experience as a result of ingesting the lemon juice and the olive oil had us feeling very lethargic, had us feeling very tired,
and just a tiny bit queasy too.
Yeah, so queasy. And here's the reason why, because you gotta think about it. Olive oil is heavy. And then the lemon juice was there to cut the taste of the olive oil, but at the end of the day, olive oil is still heavy. So the directions state that you have to ingest it within 30 minutes to an hour. At the top of the morning, or whenever you get, whenever you get ready to start your cleanse. But it's a large, yours was 8 ounces, right?
So it goes off of your weight. So if you're under a certain weight amount, then you only have to drink 8 ounces. If you're over, I forget what it is, then you have to do 12.
Right. Now I did 9 ounces, Keyana did 8 ounces. No, I did 10 ounces actually. I did 10 ounces, Keyana did 8 ounces, because I'm heavier than Keyana is. And so if you can think of a
or no, not 12, I think 16 actually. No, I'm lying because it's double. It's 16.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, just think about a cup about this big,
full of lemon
juice and olive oil
and fresh squeezed lemons. Y'all can't go get the doggone fake lemon juice in the bottle at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Go get you some fresh lemons.
Yeah.
Blend it up. So what I did was I blended up my fresh lemons. And then I strained out the actual seeds,
right,
and poured it into a measuring cup,
right,
and then from there I mixed because I had already had the olive oil in the measuring cup just to make sure that I was getting only 8 ounces of it. So like I said, from there I just poured the lemon juice into the measuring cup, and I think for me, I use about 10 lemons.
I use 8 lemons. No, I use 10 lemons. 8 lemons, yeah. Yeah, so again, think about having to ingest this within a half an hour to an hour. That's really difficult. And so that's the reason why once we got it into our system, it made us queasy, because it was literally just sitting on our stomach, like this heavy olive oil and lemon juice just sitting on your stomach. The other thing too, guys, is that the directions say that you cannot lay down within 6 hours to 8 hours after taking it. So Keyana's suggestion is make sure that you take it early in the morning when you get up, so that whenever you get ready to lay down, take a nap, go to bed for the night, you're actually able to do so.
Because it'll come back up, y'all, and it's not a good feeling, because I actually laid down and I felt it coming up like it was like a lump in your throat. It's not a good feeling, and it doesn't taste good either. Soon after, which was I think for me and Kenya both about day 2, was when we had our first BM. And so the BM for me, y'all, burned. It burned my butt. And it didn't all come out at once. So it was weird, because it was like as the solution was working its way through my intestines and spleen and colon and all that stuff, it was sort of coming out as it saw fit, if that makes sense. And so I think maybe I went to the restroom maybe 2 to 3 times, and it was to the point to where I dreaded going to the bathroom, because I was like, it's gonna burn again.
And it was the lemon juice, guys.
It was the lemon juice though. Lemon juice, But I will say though that once I got into day 4 through day 7, it didn't burn anymore. So it was just a very healthy, bountiful amount that was coming out each time. So yeah. So be prepared for that.
So my experience on day 2 was I didn't have a bowel. No, actually, I didn't have a bowel movement until day 3, guys. And mine were more like pellets.
Lots to work through.
So, disclaimer. My weight is, I have much more weight on me than Keyana does. And so yeah, there was a lot that my system, a little bit more that my system had to do in order to get it to work through it, you know, my system, my intestinal tract and all that. And so I didn't have a good amount of bowel movement until day 3. I have like my regular bowel movements every day, but my good amount of bowel movement that I could tell was that was as a result of the cleanse happened on day 3. And it was more like pellets. I didn't have healthy, bountiful,
mounds.
I had mounds of bowel movements until day 4 through 7.
Oh, okay. Our next thing that we want to talk about is what we ate.
Yes.
So the cleanse tells you to basically stick to fruits or veggies. Depending on which cleanse you're following, it will say that you can eat like oatmeal and stuff like that. Kenya and I, we don't eat oatmeal anyways, but I don't really want to lose any more weight, and so even though it says stick to fruits and veggies, I did add quinoa in there and like coconut milk yogurt, and I think maybe day 3 or day 4 I did eat some black lentils with my fruits and veggies. So, because for myself, like Kenya works from home, I get up and I actually have to go into the office, and I need the energy. I need the energy to get up, drive to work, you know, to sustain me throughout the day, you know, so yeah.
My experience was the same. I had lentils with a couple of my dishes on just 2 of the days out of the 7 days that I was doing the cleanse. For the most part, I stuck with fruits and vegetables.
So, how we felt during the cleanse and then after the cleanse. For myself, day 1 and day 2 felt a bit, like we said earlier, tired, lethargic, a little bit queasy after taking the olive oil. Day 3, Kenya and I both had a little bit more energy.
Yeah.
Especially because we were eating.
Yep.
Right? And then I think that for myself, I started feeling a bit slimmer on day 4.
Okay, yeah.
And that was again because I was having very healthy amounts of BMs. So the great and wonderful, you guys, thing about me is my bloating went down. Y'all,
yeah,
my stomach used to stick out so crazy, and I would be like, what is wrong with me? I can't get my stomach down. I didn't realize how much I just stayed bloated. And I take prebiotics, not consistently, and I'm guilty of that, but I do take prebiotic, probiotic, and then I also eat like prebiotic foods like sauerkraut, kimchi. I eat stuff like that to try to help my body digest a lot of the things that I'm eating. And y'all, my stomach would just stay so big, and I'm small, so I didn't realize how much old stuff was in my intestines, which was leading to all of the bloat and the gas and stuff like that had me looking basically pregnant all the time.
So like Keyana said, it also made me feel tired and lethargic on day 1 and 2. Day 3 through 7, I would say I had much more energy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had healthy bowel movements, but the way that Keyana's explaining hers, mine weren't really like that. They were healthy, but they weren't different than any other cleanse that I've done in the past. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
I've had healthy bowel movements from every other cleanse that I've done. I didn't experience like a flat stomach. I did feel myself slimmer. I did feel my weight come down. I will say that. But I wasn't like in the bathroom for long periods of time, just you know what I mean,
just releasing.
Yeah, that wasn't my experience, whereas that has been my experience with other cleanses that I've done in the past. So that's not to say that it didn't work just as well for me. To me, what that says is that because I have more weight on me, there's just a little bit more that the cleanse had to do in my system in order to work its way through.
Effectively. Yeah, work its way through. Yeah. I thought it was good overall.
I thought so too. And would you do it again?
I would.
I would do it again too.
I think here's what I can say about this cleanse versus other cleanses that I've done. I felt like once we got past day 1, which was actually drinking the olive oil and stuff.
That's the hardest day, y'all.
That's the hardest day because you can't eat, you can't drink anything. And then that, like I said, and we said earlier, that cleanse is just sitting on your stomach. Once you get past that, I felt like this was easier. Why? Because I felt like it was more convenient.
That is very
The reason
true.
I say that is because I'm getting up and I'm going into the office every single day. Now, with the other cleanses that Kenya and I have done, it's been like teas, herbs. And so, like, we've both done Dr. Bobby Price's cleanse. Amazing cleanse, don't get me wrong. But you have to prepare 2 big mason jars of tea, and you have to drink that throughout the day. Well, for me, it was kind of difficult for me to prepare it every night, take it to work, and then you're doing, what is it, 28 days? Is it 28 days of that?
No, it's only 12 days. Well, okay, so it has different. Yeah, it depends on you. It depends on you. It has a 12 day and then it has a 28 day.
Yeah, and so for me, I always go for the longer cleanses. But yeah, and so you're doing that for an extended period of time. And then so the prep work was easier for this one.
Very true.
Because literally there was none except for day 1.
Yeah,
it's just taking the pills every night before you go to bed.
Yep.
So and for me, I think that I saw the same results.
Really?
Like, I had very healthy BMs even on other cleanses that I did. And with this one, I had the same, my BMs looked about the same.
Okay.
Except the thing that I like about this one is I feel like it's targeting more. It's targeting the spleen, and
the liver,
colon, and the liver, you know.
So for me, I would do it again with the expectation of different results. And the reason is because I feel like I could, first off, if I would have ingested more of the lemons and the olive oil, then I probably would have had better results.
Yeah.
So the next time that I do it, I will do that. Also, because I've done the cleanse, I've lost at least 5 pounds. So hopefully the cleanse will take, or my system will take the cleanse a little bit better, and it'll, I don't know, I'll just see different results. I feel like sometimes when you're a little bit heavier, you have to do things a couple more times than people that are a little bit lighter to experience the same results, or, you know, just better results.
I don't know about that. I agree. But I think I will also say it depends on how you, because this, you know, you have some slim people who eat really, really bad.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that's
so,
true.
Now here's what Kenya and I both experienced, because we called each other. We was like, girl, like even after we were done with the cleanse, we was like, is it hard for you to go to the bathroom?
Oh,
that's one thing, y'all. Listen, you talking about everything coming out like soft serve ice cream?
Yes. Yes.
Listen,
and even still to this day,
and it's been a whole month later, it's not a struggle for us to go to the restroom anymore, to have our BMs anymore.
Right.
I freaking love that for me. Now here's what I will say. My little bloating, y'all, is starting to come back, and I don't like that. So I think that I need to either do it again or pick up a better probiotic or something like that. I think I just have gut issues anyways.
Yeah.
But still, nonetheless, we're not having difficulties having BMs like we were before we started the cleanse. So, and I can appreciate that about this. So, that was our experience taking the CKLS Cleanse. If you all have taken it or if you took it with us, make sure that you leave your comments down below and let us know what your experience was and if you take it again.
Yeah.
So until our next video, guys, we love you guys so much. And again, thank you for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time.
Mwah.
Bye.